I would say there's an increasing realization of the benefit of homegrown HR practices, or at least a greater willingness to look at homegrown practices. So if you look at developing some kind of HR intervention, there's one thing to take best practices from other markets, across cultures, across continents, and implement them in the local context. It's another to take the tool itself or the practice itself and implement. And I think that's where some folks have gotten into some trouble. So I think when you're looking at working globally, it's the best practices that you want to pinpoint as an HR professional, but not necessarily the tools or the exercise itself. And that can often lead to a push-pull in some larger organizations that want standardization, that want to have the same tool used across regions because it's cost-effective. But what we can find is once that's implemented locally, it may not be accepted, people may not buy into it. There might be some very small, subtle difference within these cultures, within these geographies that will render what was useful in one not useful in another that you didn't anticipate. So I think when we look at doing things like an assessment, doing things like training, it's been important for us or valuable for us to not say use this tool itself, but rather here are some best practices that we've used in the development of the tool or the use of the tool, and let's implement those and not expect that to be a one-to-one transport from one continent to another.